My voice is clear online. Good. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How are you all? Fine. Now, online or offline, does anyone created any sites to show? Very good. Tell me. Ask 09.netlify.app. You printed list of countries in G20 summit. This one is helpful. Good. Each country with its flag and the name. And you used DOM. Perfect. Good. Someone in the online data clothes store, Clothify. The name looks promising, but it's taking too much time to load. But so good. Nice. Having the functionalities of add and all, add to the cart, buy now. Perfect. Looking good. Shop, sale, new arrivals, contacts. Logo is also good. Clothify. Right click, inspect, sources, script. You can see he added so much. Now I can give you one suggestion, Hemant. Every time button and button one are same now, why you need to add it here? You can directly add it in the JavaScript only now, directly. You don't need to put it there now. That will not give you good logic. And see, there is one error also in your code. Clothes price is not defined something. Check it on. Let's open Sarfaraz code. Tom. Looking good. Style aura. Something is there. Add to cart. Shop now. Home about. But they should go top somewhat. Small, medium, large, Excel. Something is there. Add to cart buy now. If I click add to cart, it's coming it here. Nice. It is using this logic of DOM. I can use remove. I can do this buy now. Add to cart. Text in numbers. Close. Perfect. Good logic. Anyone more? Online, anyone more? Online, that anyone more? Offline? Only one. But I hope like everyone had a clear idea on what is we discussed till now. Let me repeat it for you. Now, till now, we have discussed inside the JavaScript. Till now, inside the JavaScript, we have discussed in the DOM. Document is one object which contains complete HTML. Using this document object, you can select an element, you can manipulate an element, you can create an element. How do you select an element? Document.getElements by tag name or class name or ID or query selector or query selector all. You can select an element, you can do an element using text content, manipulate using text content, inner text, CSS like this is unlike. You can even do something like inner HTML, you can even do style, you can even do class list, you can even do value. Yesterday we discussed something like DOM creation. You can create an element, you can append an element, you can even append or append child. Append is used for multiple elements. Append child is used for single element. Yesterday we have seen the power of DOM by creating something kind of, big list of movies or something kind of values. Today some people even showed it like they put it the countries, they put it some kind of clothes. In future we can put dynamic values also. Anyone can ask me the question of anything in this DOM. Today we will do still DOM only. We will do some more practice. I will show you some features like for example how to make a slider. I will do some slider for you. Okay, some things like hamburger menu or those kind of features like some model pop-up. When you see these things, you can able to do more better, I think. Online, does anyone have any question in this? Online, does anyone have any questions? Sir, has scope concept completed? No, not completed. Any other doubts? Online, anyone have doubts? No. So, let me do it some kind of simple examples. Let's do a project like we did counter, we did form validation. Let's do some slider. We call them as carousels. Index.html, style.css, index.js. Go here, exclamation, enter, carousels. So these are only manipulation method or do you have any other? No, we have only these manipulation methods actually. Manipulation is this much only. Actually for creation, you can use not only append or append child, you can even use something like append after, like only certain element after you want to add or insert before you can do it something before, those kind of things, but we don't use it. Mostly we will use only these things. Please feel to ask any questions sir online. Link script. Sir, you open any nice websites. There is one kind of section in every websites. Like for example, I open a website like Tata Click. Now you can see a slider is there. Can you see this? Most of the websites show these sliders. And I wanted to do this slider, sir. Now you can do this slider using a simple DOM and CSS. And I'm going to do it for you. Someone asked me like we can do a GPT like project or not. You can do a GPT, but if you wanted to do GPT, you will learn one topic called APIs. After learning APIs, you can do the GPT one. It's not a big deal. Okay. But a simple JavaScript may not be secured to do GPTs. If you really wanted to do GPTs, at least you should know some framework or library kind of React. Okay. JavaScript can do that, but if you are using some kind of React, it would be more better in APIs concept. Now, is this clear ma online? Santosh, is it clear? Now, let's start, sir. Sir, I'm going to put it here, one slider. My target is this slider. This is called carousel. What is it called? Carousel. Now I wanted to do one carousel. Div dot carousel. Now in this carousels, two things were there. Carousel inner. Carousel inner. If you remember, we did the same thing in Bootstrap. In Bootstrap also we used the same class names. If I put a Bootstrap now, automatically it will come carousel. Okay. But if you remember when I told you Bootstrap, I told you Bootstrap will directly give it. If you want it, you need to write JavaScript. Now I am doing my JavaScript to bring it that. I'm not using Bootstrap. What the Bootstrap? Bootstrap means someone already write that code for you. But now I am doing it. Okay. I will give one carousel and I will give here div dot class preview button div dot next button. Any doubt, sir? No. Inside the carousel inner div dot, sir, I am using same Bootstrap class names. Bootstrap class names I'm using. I'm using carousel item asterisk 4. 4 items were there. First one will have active. Whatever the item have active will show on the first, will show on the screen. Okay, which will be 100 VH, sorry, 100 VW, which will be on the screen. Now inside this each one, I'm gonna put it here images. Let's put some kind of images here. Where do you get those images? I will use this website only for reference. Online, is it clear, ma? Till now, I am doing HTML only, sir. Online. Online, is it clear, sir? You have to create these images using your own logic. Internet is slow, I think. Why it is not showing only? Now it is showing it. This girl. URL unknown. Ah? What is this? Is this a real website or spam website? On open the image. Okay, I will take these three then. I never thought Mintra will be better than this. Cheh. Anyway, I'm taking three image. Sir, why you are taking it from this reference? Sir, always remember this. When you are taking any website reference, any images, those all images, if they are having same width, same height, then only the sliders looks good. If you are taking from internet, whatever the different sizes of different images, the slider may not work nicely. Okay. Unnecessary CSS will be there then. I am taking these three things. Till now, anyone have any doubts? I will write it here. These are buttons. If you have font awesome now, you can put an icon inside this. Okay. If you have font awesome, you can put an icon here. But I am using something like direct text only. If we have time, I will go with that things also. Previous will have preview, next will have next. Everyone, see what I created. First, there is one class name carousel. What is the class name? Inside the carousel, you have three things. Carousel inner, previous button, next button. According to our logic, it should come something like this. In this, uh, according to our logic, it should come something like this. In this, the slider is there, previous button will be there, and the next button will be there. Okay. Now, when you click this next button, another one will come. Okay, when you click this previous button, previous one will come. This is what the basic logic, sir. And inside the carousel inner, you have three carousel items. What first item will have something in another class called active. Whatever the item which will have active class will show on the screen. This is what my logic. Any doubts in my logic? Any doubts in my HTML? Online, any doubts? No. I hope no. Go live. This is the 100% screen width. Now go here. Let's start here. Let's go on CSS. Link CSS. Good. Margin 0. Padding 0. Box sizing. Border box. And you can put it whatever the things you like. I am using something called carousel. Position relative. Width some 80%. I'm just doing it an experimental one. Later I will change it. Now here each image is having different size. So all images are having same size, but images are something bigger. Okay. So I will try to rectify it. Now next. Carousel inner. Now inner elements. Each element is position relative. So the people who don't know what is meant by position relative will go from its previous position. Position absolute will always go for the body. Okay. Now in this relative one, I will say width 100 percentage, height some 300 pixel. If anything overflowing, just hidden. Now I put one box, sir. Can you see that I put one box? Now, whatever the elements which are overflowing this box, I am just making it hidden. Now, can you see that whatever is overflowing? No, I just stopped it so that I will get a clear idea now. Now, I will give here 90 and I will give here some margin. Top and bottom some 20 pixel. Left and right I will give some auto. Center में आ जाता. Why overflow hidden, sir? देखो, now you are creating one box, sir. ये box के अंदर एक image है. Now the image is something bigger. Imagine some text is there. The text is bigger. Obviously, it's going out now. When it is going out now, it will be difficult for you to think it exactly from where to where the box is there. So first I put it overflow hidden. That means I don't want anything to go out of the box. After that, I will try to shrink this image until that particular size. Are you getting my point? It is some kind of initial way. I'm just saying it like don't go more than me kind of one. Okay. But still, the image is not getting cut off. Only this one is a strict border now. The image, I will slowly rectify it. Is this clear, ma online? Now, each item, carousel item. Item bole to now each and every value. The values will have position absolute, top 0, left 0, width 100 percentage. Now automatically you can see it. Height also 100 percentage. Opacity 1. Initially opacity is 0, no opacity. But if something transition happens, in case if transition happens, all 1 second is like they will move na slowly. In that case, I will put it opacity. Next, I want these images to be exactly perfect. If any element is having carousel item and active, both, then for that element, opacity is 1. What does it mean by opacity? Opacity means showing the element. Now, if you wanted to know any property, sir, I highly recommend you to go to any one website and try to apply it. For example, I go to this website. I wanted to know opacity. I will go here. I will just click on this element. I will just click this guy. And I will say here, opacity equals to 0. Can you see that element now? Can you see that element, ma? You can see that one white blank is there beside the bag. तो वो गायब हो जाता. One बोले तो ये आ जाता. Now it's like slowly. Imagine I gave 0.5. It will become very light. You can see that. From lightness to the brightness, the opacity works. Any element you wanted to give very light, you can go with opacity 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. Slowly into the brightness, you will go with 0.6, 7, 8, 9, and 1.0 is the complete image. I am saying it initially, all elements are 0 so that it will not show. But if you click on it, if it is active, it will show because it is having opacity 1. Online, any doubt, sir? Online, any doubts? Now for each and every image inside this carousel items, you will write something called object fit. You will write it here fill, write it here max width 100%, height automatic. Now you go and see the website. What is this max object fit and fill? Now I want my image to fit to the div. Image to fit to the div. If you want your image to fit to the div, you will use something called object fit fill. And you should say it like maximum with 100%, automatically it will fit into the div. But can you see the second element? Can you see the third element? Fourth? No. So only three. No? You can't see third element and second element. Why? Because they are object zero. And also it is of the position absolute. Position absolute bole to only one element it will show. Right? The remaining elements, where are they? Back of this element, to say you truly. You can even hide an elements like one element is there which is position absolute. Second element is also position absolute with the same values. It will go back of them. Online, is it clear, ma, till now? Online, anyone have doubts? Online, anyone have any doubts? No. Now, very simple logic. It's not a big. I will put this arrow buttons later also. Now, if I click this next button, I wanted the next element to come. If I click this previous button, I wanted the previous element to come. Let's go here. Let's run this. Let's put here. Doubt, ma? Is it clear till now? No. Next. Here, when you click these buttons, you can call two functions. Whenever someone click this previous button, on click, call pre logic, on click next logic. I did not write any functions actually. I did not write any functions, preview logic or the next logic. I'm just created one thing which is preview logic and the next logic. Now let me write it here. Function preview logic. Now, if you are saying it previous logic, that means you should find it exactly one item. Let's take it some kind of simple logic. Let's create the function. Let's take it one variables. Next logic. Const carousel inner equals to document dot query selector dot carousel inner. Next, I selected the element. After selecting the carousel inner, let's select all items. Here you have three items. Each item have carousel item. How do you select three items with the class name carousel items? You can use document dot get element by ID, sorry, get element by class name, or you can use query selector on. right? I'm gonna use const items equals to document dot query selector all, and here I'm using dot carousel items. Now dot is mandatory, sir, if you are using query selector. If you are using something like get element by class name, get element by ID, you don't need to put the dot. Any doubts ma online? No. Also, you have two buttons. I wanna take these two buttons also. Const review button equals to document dot query selector. Let me take the buttons if they are useful. I'm just taking everything which is possible. Next button. Next. Let active item is equals to 0. Initially, the active item is at the 0 index. Now in this items in this items, carousel items, total 3 elements are there. In 0 index, the first one is there. Second index, first index, the second one will be there. And the second index, third one will be there. Like an array, it will come. In this array, already the first one is at which index ma? 0. This is active item index. So what will happen? If anyone click this particular previous then I will say active item ka index 2 or active item ka index 1. If I change the active item index, automatically that element also will change. Is it clear? Online, any doubts? Function, update, update, active item. The logic is so simple. I'm just writing one logic, which is a function update active item. Whatever the item which is having active class, we need to change it. Like whatever the items which is having active class, I need to give here. Imagine if someone clicks here, previous logic, automatically active item should be minus minus. Okay. And here active item should be plus plus. I know that there are some logics we need to think about it because it's a minimum value 0. You should not give index value, like minus 1. If the minimum value, if the already active item is 0, then automatically active item should become something maximum length, the array length minus 1. In the else cases, except that any other cases, it should become minus 1. Are you getting my point, ma? Like that you can change it. But basic logic is this. Now let me write it here, some update logic. Items dot for each and every element. Item dot index index. For this item, I will give one class list dot toggle. I'm giving it the class name called active. I'm giving the class list called toggle. Now, sir, what you are doing it? Echo. Three elements are there. Only the first one is having active. That is why first one is showing it. That is why first one is showing it. What if I want it like the second one to come? What if I want second one to come? First, go to each and every element. First one, update the index. What is the first thing when I click next? Index value updated, okay na? Now, can anyone tell me what is the index value we want now? 1. What is the index value you want? 1. Initially, what is index value? Now, what do you want? 1. Now, तुम्हारा index value 1 है. Now, check करो. Is it 1? Is it 1? Check it. Is it 1? If it is 1, sir, if it is 1, change करो. If it is 1, okay, give it, add active. Add active. And if it is 1, add active. If it is not 1, if it is not 1, and if they are already have a active class, remove it. If they are not 1, if they are already having class active, remove it. So I'm gonna check it here. Class toggle active. That means if the particular element is having already one condition. Now, can you see here toggle is having two elements? Can you see how many arguments it's taking? The first one is called string class name. We know that. Do you know what is the second one? Force. What is it? Force. Force is a condition. Sir, you will give one condition. A condition true hai to it will add. Condition false hai to it will try to remove. Sir, you can do it if else also. Your wish. देखो, if else be easy hai. Okay. But my point is I wanted to give you something new index, new kind of logic. Now, what is the logic here? Logic is if index is equals to active item. Sir, what is this? Now, again, I'm telling it. Toggle is a inbuilt function, ma. You remembered class list dot add, class list dot remove, toggle. We did it dark mode, light mode. Na? Now, देखो, three elements are there. Initially, active item 0 hai. What is active item? Now, first one is active. First one is active. That's why you are seeing first one. Now, one button is there next. When you click on this, active item became 1. Now, what it became? After that, I'm checking one by one. Is this, is the first one is the 1? Is the first one index is 1, sir? What is the first one index? 0. So, false hai. So, remove kar. Is the second one index is 1 ma? Yes. True hai. Add. Is third one index is 1 ma? Remove it. कुछ नहीं है तो remove करने का छोड़ दो. Like this, I am adding it. I am checking the one condition, and based on the condition, wherever it is true, there only added the active. Remaining all remove it. Online, if anyone have doubts, you can tell me. Offline also. Any doubts? Now here, active item also. Active item means in, okay, see, some people who are confusing active item index, I will give the name different. Current item का index क्या है? If active item index is 0, then make it active item index as equals to items array you took na, items dot length minus 1. Items dot length बोले तो 3 आता. 3 minus 1, 2 is the last index. चाहे. Now else you do this minus minus. Plus plus also. If you are doing it, plus plus also same logic. If already item dot index is items dot length minus 1, items dot length minus 1, then put it here, item index as 0, item index plus plus. See, my point is thinking capability should be there. Okay. Now here, what is active item index here? I am just trying it now. Let me check it whether it will work or not. Now here, I click this next. Nothing is happening. Console. Okay. Sir, you know why nothing is happening? Because you update the index, but when you update the index, you should call this function na. This function is what it is printing na. This function is the one which is changing. You forgot to call this function. Whenever you click next or whenever you click preview, you should call this function. Now barabar work hota. Doubt. I put opacity 0, opacity 1. What if I put it something translate X and translate Y? Here, I can put something like initially, where is this opacity 0 here? Initially, make that elements to translate, transform, translate X 100V W, right? That means it's going off. Okay. Now, if it is active now, I will say translate 0 pixel. Out. I used positions absolute. That's why they are rotating there. Because they are one after the another element is there. Instead, if you use display flux now, elements will slide one by one. See, logic is same. Did I change JavaScript? No. it CSS में कोई changes करे तो different sliders आ जाता. Earlier I did one nice slider which will fade away, fade out, fade in. Now I did slider which will rotate in that only. Now I can make it a slider which is like smoothly left to right to left kind of logic. Doubt ma? Online, any doubts here? Online, any doubts here? You tell me any feature you wanna add, you can add it actually. If I go here, display flux. it is not coming. Seriously. Mm-hmm. Something wrong. Okay, I will explain you the logic one more time. Now everyone thinks about this logic, sir. Tell me here. Three cards are there. Card name A, card name B, card name C. Card name C. Here two buttons are there. One is brief, one is next. And here, if card names have indexes 0, 1, 2. Doubt? No. Initially, 0, 1 is active. 0, 1 is? Bolo sir. 0, 1 is? Active. It's there now already. You can see in HTML only you gave active. Actually, I am taking one thing called AI. AI bole to active index. Initially, what is active index? Initially, what is active index? 0. Now, मेरा लॉजिक ये है when you click it next button ना ये 0 1 हो जाता 1. Now I click next. Now 0 value will become what, sir? 1. 0 value will become 1. Now हमको 1 को एक्टिव करना है, रिमाइनिंग पूरा वाला को एक्टिव रिमूव करना है. Are you getting my point? There is one class name active है. Active class name, whichever index. Now what is the active index now? What is the active index now after clicking? 1. Now first index को active class name दे दो, remaining पूरा का active class name remove करो. Already first one is having active. I will check it. Is this the first one? Is this the first index? No. So remove कर. Is this the first index? Yes. Add कर. Is this the first index? No. Remove कर. कुछ नहीं है. नहीं remove. So which element is having active now? First index. Now according to CSS, whichever having actives, that only will come now first. Right? Online, is it clear, ma? Online, at least, is it clear now? Online, is it clear, ma? Respond, Ray. Something online. Are you there? Echo. See this logics. For updating it, I will go to each and every element in the item. I will check it whether that item active index in that item index are they same or not. Is this the item active index is something 1. So is this the first index or not? If it is first index na, then it will add. If it is not na, it will remove. You can read it here. Dekho. If force is not given, toggles token removing if it is present, adding it if it is not. But if force is true, if force is true, it will add. If it is force is false, it will remove. If force is there, if force is true, what it will be there? Add. If force is false, what it will be there? Remove. Now देखो, index value and active index m, if they both are true, it will add. If not, what it will do? Remove. Simple logic है. Online any doubt, sir? No. Now you go here. Height. 100 VH. So that the complete height will come. So this is the maximum height, not 100 VH. It will, let's go with 100 percentage. That's what better. Auto. Why it's not working? Next. This pre-1 next buttons. Both the buttons, pre button and next button, you can even make them to the top by using something called position relative. Translate Y, translate Y minus 50 percentage. Why they have not moved? Huh? పొజిషన్ అబ్సల్యూటే పెట్టాను కదా. ఒక ఎలిమెంట్ లోపల ఇంకో ఎలిమెంట్ వచ్చిందా? టాప్ 20 percentage. Dot preview button, left 0. Dot next button, right 0. Can you see pre-1 next are coming right, left and right? Now here top some 50 percentage. Perfect. ये छोड़ दो. And go here. Um, border radius 50 percentage. Height some 20 pixel, 30 pixel. Width also 30 pixel. Background color gray. Color white. Padding some 20 pixel. Text align center. Padding some 5 pixel. Height 50. Width 50. You can even give preview button after content, left arrow For left arrow, you can give something like, what is left arrow ka UID ma? Left arrow Unicode. Left arrow Unicode is U2190. So you will say here, you will go here, /U2190. But you don't need U plus and all. Let's put this, automatically it will come according to me. Can you see that icon came? I want that icon to come before T. Can you see that? In same way, similar logic, I will also use it for after. Right arrow, right arrow Unicode. Two one nine two. 2192. That next content, next button. Because most people now, when they see something big CSS, they will confuse with this. But it's very easy if you really understand. Font size 32 pixel. Go here, HTML, remover, next remover. Online any doubts? Online any doubts? Do you want anything more? I don't think any doubts are there. Okay, opacity only looking good. Then this translate one. Go here, opacity 0. So my point is so simple, Ma. You think about new ideas, try to implement it. Now we are going to do one more thing. Let me do opacity 1. What we can build. Can we do one model? Which one you want me to do? Model or hamburger menu? I think we did model, na? Like when you click on a button, it some pop-up will show. We will put display none. Again, we will make it display block. Are you getting my point, Ma? No. Acha de do. I will tell you. If I go to one website like uh, take it nareshit.com. If I go here nareshit.com, when I click here login, can you see one pop-up is coming? Can you see one pop-up is coming? Like this is called model. What is it called? Model. MODAL, not model. Model. When I click on it, it will come something like that. MODAL. You can see that, you can see so many nice inspirations. Can you see this? Like this. You can do it very nicely. Okay. Or there are some features like hamburger menu. Just a minute. Somewhere. Why the charging is not coming? Good. You can even see hamburger menu. These kind of things also you can try. Or you go here, accordance. They call it accordion. Go here. This is called accordion. Most of this thing with just CSS only they will do that. Okay. Okay. But I highly recommend if you use JavaScript, it would be something good for you easily. You can do accordions or anything more like mm, anything more you want to see, any kind of feature you wanna see, let me know. I will do it. Online, any kind of other things. If not, we'll move to the events. Side panel is using sticky. Side panel is like a fixed one. Now see, this box is having one side panel. Now this whole is one div. In this div, you are having two divs, left and right. Now this left side one is having fixed. What is that? Fixed. Only the right side one will move, which is easy if you wanted to. That is just a CSS, not JavaScript. Any feature you have doubt, you can ask me. I will tell you how it is working. Hamburger menu. This is only hamburger menu. If you are seeing it in a big device, you will get it a normal menu. But whenever you small it, you can make it as hamburger. Using Bootstrap, you can able to get it directly these values. But using JavaScript also, you can do this, sir. Let me show it to you. Online, is it clear? Online, have any doubts? Online have any doubts, sir? No. Good. Let's see. There are different kinds of menus. Why it is called hamburger menus? Like, I think you might have heard of this because it looks like this hamburger. Now, you may see this one. In some websites, you will see this. Basically, this is the basic hamburger one, kind of Oreos one. These are different icons, just all work same way. This is kebab. This is candy box. This is chocolate. This is cheeseburger. You can see that something cheese. You can see these ones are called kind of hot dogs, veggie burgers, strawberry fries, or steaks or cake. In different websites, have you seen these kind of things in any websites? In different websites, you will see different things. It's up to the choice. Working is same. Icon change, kali icon change. Now, whatever I teach in this, I will put this icon. Instead of that, you put it kuch bhi icon. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's start here. Online, any doubts, ma? Style.css, index.js, exclamation enter, burger menu, link, CSS, script. So using DOM, you can actually create it all of these things. Now, let's go here. Let's put some kind of menu, div dot hamburger menu inside this. Even in CSS, you will put something called navigation and you can able to put an icon. The icon name itself hamburger icon. And here I will put some kind of icon here. Div, div menu, div or UL. Can go with kuch bhi. Span. Uh, font awesome. Hamburger. Seriously. Copy. Icon. And CDN link, sir. Go to font awesome CDN link. Font awesome CDN link. If I go here, I can see it. I can even put some kind of event. Let's go here as a button. Any doubts, sir, online? I don't think so. Now, hamburger. Now, inside this UL dot menu. Inside this li dot link home about contacts. Initially, I will make them disappear. I will make them all disappear, and whenever they click on it, I should let them come. Simple. Now, let's go here, sir. After keeping them, let's go to CSS. Go here. Uh, hamburger, hamburger menu. Burger. Now, menu. Let's think about it a minute. Background color. Something this. Color. Something white. And position. Position. Absolute. Top 0. Left 0. Why it is having this gap? List style. None. Display. None. After I click them, they should come. Now, what if I set it relative? Will it work? Stop this. Transform. Translate x minus 100 minus 100 percentage. Now, if someone clicks on it, the moment someone clicks this hamburger menu button, on click, it will call something fun. Go here inside is fun. Function fun. Now inside is fun. I can write it here. Whenever you click on it, make it display. So you should select that element, document dot query selector dot menu dot style dot transform, or instead of this I will write it here dot class list dot toggle class name show. There is one class name show. In this class name show, what I will do, I will just say transform style 0 pixel 0 pixel. Transition all 2 seconds is height 100 VH, width 100 VW. No, width 20 VW. Doubt ma? Online any doubt, sir? And remaining all are your wish. Making them gap, giving them something bigger. Like mostly you will see this kind of layout in the, uh, you know, uh, admin dashboards or something kind of one. Dashboards kind of thing you will see. If I take this icon, imagine that icon also I can do something. I will put this icon something kind of position absolute or relative, something kind of one. Because I want that icon to come after this menu. Okay. How can I come to that? Hamburger menu, display flux direction, row reverse. Justify content, left button, height, max content. Why this top is coming? This is like earlier also it came now. This menu is having why top. Did I put it asterisk margin 0, padding 0? See, that is what I told you. Every time now you should put something like margin 0, padding 0. Then you will not have any trouble. Padding 0, box sizing, border box. Now this is how I wanted it to be. Shit. I want this one to also go. Whenever I click, I should make this button position 0. A position absolute, left 0 and huh? Just try to think more and more, ma. Like in this icons, one font awesome. Can I able to put some any another font awesome icons? Font awesome. Cross. No, wrong. Copy. Now, if anyone click this now button, inside the button I wanted to change it also. Document dot query selector. Button name hamburger icon. Hamburger icon. And I will change dot inner HTML equals to why it is not changing. Forgot to put the dot. Oh, I should check it. Is it there or not? It is changing that to this, but it's not changing back. Background transparent. Just think about something nice, ma. When you think na, you can able to make it more better. Better than this, actually. Font size 48 pixel. Border none. Transition all 2 seconds is. Now it is not changing it. I should change it. Reverse also you should. Any doubts ma in this all? Just try to make it up. If anyone have any doubts, you can let me know. Online, is it clear, ma? Online, is it clear? If condition better. Okay. And I used something display flux rona. That logic is wrong. That's why I'm getting it like this. Instead I should think about something position only to make the elements left and right. So that if the first element is going on, second elements will follow it if it is a position. Online, just try to make it better. And tomorrow we will discuss events, which is important. Okay. Is this clear, ma? Yeah. That's it for today. Thank you all.